Welcome to another mead review. Today we are reviewing the Willin from Saphouse Meadery. Now this is a small batch mead aged in a Scotch barrel for 12 months. I mean I'll show you some pictures on the screen, but it says sweetness level 7.7 out of 10. Heirloom crab apples and plums smoked with applewood and chaga, which sounds super good to me. Some other information: it is 15.6 ABV, and 375 milliliters. Now I've sat on this mead for quite some time. I bought it, honestly, I think I bought it, I've had it probably 6 months now. So let's go ahead and get a nice pour on this, see what this looks like. I did make sure and clean my glass well. Of course, this bottle is clear, so we already know what color it is. I'm really looking now. This is a decently high ABV, 15.6% ABV. Super clear, of course. It's got some, I don't think those are particulates from it. I think that whenever I cleaned this glass, I tried to, polish it. I'm hoping that those aren't particulates from that. Anyways, very clear. I like the color on it. It is this nice, like, gold, very honey-esque color. Woo! You definitely get the Scotch. Not super strong. I like Scotch, by the way. Ooh, very complex. Definitely has a bright fruity note that Scotch is also like kind of wrapping itself around. I already get this mental image of like, things on it. The the crabapple and plum, like being wrapped around with a blanket of smoke. That's kind of what I have in my head. Oh, this smells really good. Yeah, this thing is very, very thick. I definitely get the warmth of that honey character is contrasting well with the brightness from the crab apples and the plums. So there is this like, not an earthy note from this. This is kind of the polar opposite. There's a bright, crispy note to me. And of course, there's that Scotch barrel that is just also in there. That smoke is really kind of tying it all together. Let's taste it. Whoa. I'll say this. The mouthfeel, this thing is super thick. It is, I think the tannins on it, there's like a huge tannin value from it, or a lot of tannic value from this. Yeah, so many layers. Honey is definitely in there. The honey character is kind of one of the first layers I get, alongside, of course, that I get a lot of apple. The plum is like an underneath tone. I don't get a lot of it, to be frank, but the smoke is like all encompassing within that. It's so thick though. It does like, 15.6 ABV is generally a big mead, but this feels even bigger because of the body. It's not tannic in that it makes my mouth pucker up. It is tannic in the sense that the body is big. It tastes kind of, oh yeah. I don't know how to quite explain it, but it has a fuller body to it. It's not light. I think a lot of that attributes to the barrel it was aged in. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I do want to do an official score sheet and come back and tell you my opinions. So let me go ahead and do my official score sheet and then we'll be back. All right, I'm back. I finished my formal review. Now I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through it, and I'll put down here, of course, as I'm talking about each thing, the scores and whatnot. Let's go ahead and start with the color and appearance. First of all, the color on this is beautiful. It's super clear, which is very nice in its own regard. Typical, like normal clover honey coloring to me. I like it quite a bit. That's 10 out of 10. Very good job. Nose bouquet, 12 out of 15. I said the apple is apple is most present. The plum is not. It's very complex. It's got this richness to it. It's very smoky Scotch / spirit-y. There's a bright honey that is mixing well with the sweetness you get from the aroma. Yeah, it has and I'll talk about this in a moment, it has a very peaty smell. If you drink much Scotch, you know that Scotch has that peaty, the idea of, well, I'll say this, something is peaty when you have the smokiness, this like, I think of it as like a bright, smoky smell, which is probably not correct, but that's where my brain goes. Flavor. 13 out of 15. Said flavor goes up, it gets brighter as it ages or as it sits in your mouth. It's very peaty. Smoky, bright fruit and warm honey contrast well with the smoke. I think that's very, very good. I also was noticing I was getting some like mapley-esque notes from it as well, kind of towards the end. So that's 13 out of 15. Finish, 9 out of 10. Smooth finish, not a lot of heat from the ABV, and the flavors meld well seconds later. What I mean by that is, oftentimes when we taste things, we will find one little characteristic about it that we like, and then when that characteristic goes away, you're like, oh man, okay, the rest of this drink is kind of weird. This has a bunch of layers that are all good. So I'm able to go, ooh, I like that smokiness at the beginning. Oh, the honey character is coming in now. That's kind of nice. And oh, now there's this fruit side. So you are in a way distracted from any, not necessarily flaws, but you are able to continually think about the drink rather than go, oh, that tasted appley. Okay, now what else? That's it. This has lots of layers. The honey character presence is 8 out of 10. I said it's pretty present, has a tough time cutting through the Scotch notes, that whiskey, the peaty, not whiskey, well, yes, the smokiness, peaty side has a little bit of a hard time popping through that, but it does still undertone, give us a sweetness that I want. It also adds just a fuller body, I feel, to this. And the mouthfeel body, speaking of that, is 10 out of 10. It has this huge, thick body. It's not puckering. Like sometimes when you think tannic, it pulls the, like if you eat something sour, your muscles kind of pull back like that. That can be a tannic thing. This is not like that. This is a full coat your mouth kind of, I don't want to use the word pudding, but you think about like a good rice pudding or something like that. It's going to be more full bodied than something else. Again, not a great example. It's just big. That's basically the thing there. That's 10 out of 10. Total points, 62 out of 70. Now, here's the thing with this mead. It is super complex. And I truly think if you want to gauge this mead for you, well, understand it completely, you need to try it yourself. So I would suggest to go down, click the Saphouse link, and order something from them. You might not be able to get the specific one. I haven't checked. But you should go and order something and try their things. The only way to develop your palate will be to drink more things and try things. Be critical of your own meads. Be critical of other people's meads and try to learn from each experience. Once you start doing that, you'll find that your palate will expand and you will hopefully become more competent when it comes to tastings. So I'm by no means the most competent person. In fact, I probably missed some very critical notes within this, but this is my own opinion. 62 out of 70 is pretty good. I have a grand master list of things down below if you would like to see everything I've tasted over the course of this time I've been doing this. And if you'd like to watch those reviews, those are also on this channel. So thank you so much for watching. I've enjoyed this. Saphouse, if you're watching, thanks for making some great meads. I look forward to ordering from you in the future, and I am going to definitely get on there and buy some more stuff. So I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you will go support your local meadery and Saphouse, and I'll see you next time.